What's going on, everyone? It's your brother here for another episode of Indie Sunday, where I play games that were created during weekly game jam, about 10 minutes a piece, giving constructive criticism. It's going to be a blast tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Without further ado, roll the intro! All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me this evening for another episode of our Indie Sunday, where I will be playing games that you've created. It's a lot of fun. We've been doing this for quite some time now. It's a good way for you to see somebody play the game live, see where I mess up, see where we have trouble understanding your game or how we're supposed to play the game, or maybe it's the controls. It's a great way to see that. And then we also have developers in the chat as well that will provide additional feedback for your game. So if this is something that looks like you might be interested in, how about jumping over to weeklygamejam.com, joining their Discord, taking a look at the current theme, which right now is Offspring, and then consider joining that jam. We're going to do this every single week for as long as I can go. We've done this for more than a year now. I started 2 Octobers ago, so a little bit over. It's been a lot of fun. What's up, Serendipity? Welcome to the stream. We're so glad to have you. Glad that you are back. I saw that you had a game created. I don't know if it made it for this particular list or not, but I'm so glad to see that you are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so this week's theme was Alone. So, Kaskari. Hey, Kaipello, you're back as well. Glad to hear that you're back. I heard you got some good coverage on your game. Very cool, man. I enjoyed that as well. So, was that game based off of that Paper Please game? Or is there just another genre that has started to appear where it's this, like, judging of a person's character or stats to determine if they go from or to one place or another? What's up, jcmonkey? Welcome, everybody. Looks like so far we've got Blueberry Jambot, our faithful chatbot here. Serendipity, Kaipello, jcmonkey. Yes, it was based off Paper Please. Awesome. Well, cool. I really enjoyed that. I think a lot of people in chat that played that game had a lot of fun with that too. So, very cool, very cool. So, let's dive into our very first game this evening, which is called Slitherball by jcmonkey. There's the name for you. And so for those of you joining us for the very first time, whether you're a game developer or you just happen to stumble across my channel, I'm going to be playing these games. They're all handmade games. They have exactly 1 week's time to create these games, and then I will play through 12 of these selected titles and give about 10 minutes worth of constructive criticism. It's a lot of fun, and I think everybody benefits from seeing these types of games getting played. All right, so let's transition over to our screen here. I'm just going to drop the music to see if we have anything within the game itself. This is our start screen, and we got 10 on the clock. Made for 84, alone, how to play, spacebar for the paddles, get the ball in the snake's basket. All right, so we do have... Oh, all right, so we activate all paddles. Let me drop that music down so we don't kill anybody's ears. All right, all right, all right. Get lucky there. So by snake's basket, I'm assuming this sucker right here is what we're actually going for. Go. Oh! Nope. Oh, almost there. Oh, that was some luck right there. I don't know if I was going to make that one. No! Oh, I thought I was going to get it on that first try. This is cool. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday I played some Pokemon Pinball. So I'm feeling like I might need to go back and visit that game again. Had a lot of fun playing that. Oh, man! So the sound effect that we're using seems to be coming from the ball instead of the objects that we're hitting. So we're getting that sound effect literally on every single thing that we interact with, and it's becoming a little bit much the more that we're playing. I think I would have preferred something a little bit lighter, just so it's not too much to hear repetitive. So if you think about like the marble ball that's in most pinball games, it doesn't make a whole lot of sound, and it's not something that's just way too much to listen to. Now I'm fine with like the bumpers and these little tiny bumpers, hearing that sound effect, because it gives you that sense that, you know, you have hit a bumper or whatnot. And I like that you have a variation between those and the tiny ones too. Ooh. Oh my gosh. No, 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 dang it. Oh, oh, oh. Please, please. This is really cool. I think this is the first handmade pinball game I've ever played. Believe it or not. Out of like, talking about like Windows XP or Windows 98, really. Where they had that old Galaxy Pinball. My wife was obsessed with that game. I liked it, but I wasn't that big of a fan of pinball. The music in the background makes me feel like, you know, it's something that's monstrous. It's kind of scary is the sounds that I'm hearing. So that feels good. Oh, I did it. Oh my gosh, that took forever. So is the snake's basket, is that an actual like term for the snake's mouth? I did not know that. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Could have been more clear about that. No worries. I just saw that there was an opening at the mouth, and it reminded me of like those little ball drop games where you drop a ball from the top, and then they just kind of hit a bunch of pegs on the way down, and they eventually land in those little baskets. I figured that's what we were trying to do here, just in pinball form. So I picked up on it, but yeah, some clarification might be nice. Polinko. I didn't know that was what that was called, but yeah. I feel like I've heard that before, but never made that association. Oh, dang it. No. I like the sound effects for the buzzsaws. Those are cool. Ow. But you can tell the more you play that and the more you hear the sound effect for the ball itself, it does get a little obnoxious. I think a neat little thing that you can add, speaking of the Pokemon Pinball, would be that nice little rumble where you can kind of shake the pinball machine, the artificial pinball machine. That could be a neat little thing that you could add into this game that I wouldn't imagine would add too much. Would be too complex to add, just because you do already have the physics of the ball. You have gravity enabled on it. I imagine if you just added something that shook the screen, that might make it feel like another neat little feature for a pinball machine. For those little moments where it's like it's really close, it's almost gonna fall in, but it just needs that little touch. But this is pretty cool. The next thing that I would totally suggest is having separate controls for the left and right paddles, instead of them all being one control space. I get yelled at when I do a screen shake. What's up, holiday explanation? Yeah, there's some people who just are real not okay about the screen shake, and I'm one of those. But there are times where it is appropriate. I will absolutely say that. Like, this would be a perfect example because you need that to perform a particular move. And I think, like, a left and right shake would be okay. We're not looking for a circular shake. We're not looking for a rotational shake or a yaw shake or anything like that. We're just looking for a left and right. Something that's very subtle, but very effective when when we start talking about this ball in a pinball machine. I love that little sound effect. You got a little blood particle effect or something? Oh! I have balanced. Help! That's the best. Well, that's a perfect moment to just take a moment and pause and just look at this game. Pinball! What's up, Super 8-Bit Raffo? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hit R. Is that reset? I don't know if I want to. R. Nope. I'm sure I didn't disable that. Yeah, no, nothing. R doesn't do anything. Okay, I disabled it. Yep. Help! Help me! It is stuck. So, change the sound effect. I would suggest changing the sound effect on the ball itself, just so it's less of a blip and more of something that's very subtle. I mean, it needs to be really, 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 really subtle and less of a loud blip itself. Think about like the pinball sound that you hear. If you just have one of those little metal balls hitting just the side of a pinball machine, not any of the bumpers, not any of the fancy lights or any of the buttons, any of that. Just the side of it. It's just very, very subtle. It's not crazy. And then make it where these levers are separate. You can have the left controlling the left. So if we had our arrow keys, the left one is controlling both of the left ones and vice versa for the right side. That would be totally fine. And then we're just going back and forth between the left and right keys. I think the next iteration of this could be just adding on this right side. So move this entire puzzle over to the left and then just add where we would normally be firing the pinball into the machine itself. That would be the next little thing to make this more and more like a pinball machine, because you have the structure, you have buttons, you have small buttons or bumpers, you've got different paddles, different positions, you've got the side rails or side lanes where we can fall into despair there. I think you've got a good format for understanding how this should be laid out, and the physics of it feels really, really good, the gravity and whatnot. So very good job there. We've got a score counter at the top. I'd say we'd probably want to kick back to like a more traditional approach where you've got a certain amount of lives. That way we can start caring about our score, because if we're not, I don't think there's a, let me just close and reopen. I don't think there's any counter or negative, what's the word I'm looking for? Negative effect if I die, as in like affecting my score. Oh, nice. Within the first like 2 seconds here, I get it. Yeah, so it doesn't subtract from my score or anything like that. So I really don't care if I die or not. I want to care if I die. So by limiting my lives or subtracting from my score, then all of a sudden I'm a whole lot more careful and making sure that I don't fall down into those buzzsaws. Oh, well, I fell in. No big deal. I just keep on trucking. Yeah, dude, good job. I'm liking this. I could see this continuing down, and you could even like make a series of these where, say, we're trying to defeat a snake, or maybe we're trying to save somebody who got swallowed by like a giant anaconda or something. So we've gone into the basket of the snake or the mouth of the snake, and now we're going down through the gut system to try to find the person that was eaten, or we're trying to recover the lost treasure that's in this magic snake, or we're stuck in the snake and we're trying to get out of the snake, so we have to defeat it from the inside. But great job making a little pinball game. I'm impressed. It feels very polished to me. I think we do need, the definite thing is we need an end. We need a way that we can end this game so it doesn't just continue on and on. Like, it's fine if it's, you know, a long game, but there needs to be some sort of end sequence, whether that's we've lost our lives and now we have to start over, or some way to track that score. So is it a timed thing? Do we only have 3 minutes with the pinball machine to get into the snake's basket as many times as possible? Some way to end this where we can start that sequence fresh and then practice those skills, instead of it just goes on forever and then we have to lose that score because it's not tracked because we're forced to exit the game. But good job, man. I'm proud of you. That felt like a really polished game. That was Slitherball by jcmonkey. Guten Jabo. Yeah, this was my first pinball game, so I didn't learn all the pinball things yet. Thanks for playing. Dude, you're welcome. For your first pinball game, I'm very impressed. Good job. Very good job. All right, on to the next game that we have tonight is The Path of Terror by PopeGaming. Here is our screen. Isn't it so spoopy? You can see so much because it's so dark behind me. Why don't we fix that by right now? There we go. All right, so this is our start screen here. We got some spoopy music in the background. This is the Path of Terror. I'm already feeling scarified. Looks like we've got some settings we can play with, but for whatever reason, we get black bars when we go into this menu. Did we have black bars from the beginning? Let me back up. Do we have black bars? I didn't think we did. We'll see. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, just kidding. So it's 4:3 aspect ratio. But can I change that up to... Oh, okay. All right, well... TW Goodness is in the house. What's up, my buddy? Welcome to the stream where we're going to be playing some Game Jam games tonight. We're on our second game tonight. This one's called The Path of Terror by PopeGaming. We've already got some spoopy music in the background, and we're just exploring some of the menus. All right, let's see what we're doing. Okay. Oh. If I turn my head sideways, it kind of looks like a brain. Otherwise, it's not real clear what that is. So we have a red sky. I have the ability to run. I don't know if I want to run, though. We got some scary ambient sounds starting to appear now. Sounds like we're in some sort of large cathedral. Everything seems to be bouncing around a little bit. Doesn't seem to be locking my cursor because my mouse is now on my left screen waiting for me to accidentally destroy something. Hopefully I won't have to click anything. Let's just keep going. Right, so I don't... Maybe they're not actually additional sounds. Maybe that's just within the same track here. Ooh. Okay. Hello. Hello. Oh, he disappeared. Okay. There's a bed. Ah, much love, my dude. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm glad you could come by. Come check out some of your brother's games. There's blood. What about this way? Nothing that way. Let's follow the... Whoa. Oh, that door shut. Okay. 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 Oh. So that's a labyrinth. That's, looks like a griffin. It's a skull, and then the moon. I feel like we came from that one. We have a compass on the ground. Let's go to the skull. I'm assuming these are doors? Yes, these are doors. Okay. So it's still a labyrinth. Oh, hello. Enter code. Alright, so apparently I'm not supposed to be able to go through that. Is it all like that? Alright, so they're all behind these glass. Maybe I'm supposed to be able to go through these? Doesn't appear like I'm supposed to. So Path of Terror, our theme was alone for this week's jam. I'm definitely feeling alone and terrified. There's the skull. And I'm just clipping through. My character's head is... Oh, what? Okay. Well, that happens every day, right? Skull just, you know, amplifies and then just starts rolling completely out of control. All right, that's cool. Nope. Don't know if that was a bug or not. To me, it seems like that would be a bug, but also on the same token, why else would it summon a bigger skull and not just the same size skull? It says I'm supposed to enter a button. I mean, a code. Is there a code on this side? Whoa, my God, I just died. Oh. Oh. That's evil. God, I hate that. Oh. I'm dying. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's enter some codes. Please don't go back. Enter code. I don't have a code. Giant skull. Can I maybe press this skull into there? Does that do anything? I don't have the jump button or anything, so I can't just magically leave the area like I would love to right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like that doesn't feel like that's supposed to happen. This thing's just janking out. Is there a code written somewhere? No. Trying to click on stuff. Spacebar doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let's turn around again. You guys don't remember there being a code anywhere, right? Y'all didn't see anything. Nothing there. The ground is just a normal tile set. Hey, Lilo! Welcome to the stream. We're playing the Path of Terror right now, and I'm getting scared. All right, I appear to be stuck. Let's just try to put in something and see if it does anything. Oh, it's not wrong. Oh, it's okay, so down here, see, I thought they were going to be numbers, and one of these there were, yeah, there we go. So yellow top right, and then checkered on the bottom with the middle bottom on the left entered. That one, that one, that one. Hey, what happens now? Okay, go back. Did I win? Oh. Okay, where? Oh, dude, what have you done to my camera? Oh, God. Why do I feel like I'm crawling? And my camera's backwards now. What the heck? This is a weird game. Yeah, see? I'm like upside down or something. I'm walking on the underside of the world. Literally, this is just the what? What? Is that supposed to happen? I don't think so. Maybe they didn't like lock the camera. All right. Sorry for that terrifying anybody else, but I was not expecting that. You should not have entered the Skulls dimension. Now they caught you. All right. Okay. Well, that happened. So we got about a minute left on the clock to kind of just talk about this game. I feel like maybe there might be more to meet the eye, more than meets the eye. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to explore the rest of this. So we started off very strong. I felt like the ambience that they created, the scene that they created was really kind of spooky. And then we took like a Baldi's Basic kind of turn with the character that we were introduced to, and he just disappeared. No rhyme or reason, nothing really kind of horror-y, other than he was just rambling off some random things. And then we had a couple jump scares throughout the next little encounter, and we had the option to choose, I think it was 4 different rooms to go through. We went through one that looked like a skull, so I'm assuming the other ones have different experiences as well. That very first room was like a maze kind of thing that slowly started to lock off certain areas. The controls felt fine in there. I was able to run, which is always a nice thing to have. Instead of just being stuck at a certain pace, I can go slow if I want to, if I need to, but I have the ability to run as well. That was good. We had some weird controller locking or mouse locking problems where, again, my mouse was just going off of the screen and just doing its own little thing, and then kind of coming back. And then we got flipped upside down somehow, I think, after we entered the code. So just some weird bugs that kind of really took away from the experience itself. So maybe go back and see if we can fix some of those things. And then I think if I were to play this again and we explore a little bit more of this realm, it might make a little more sense to me. But since we were only able to explore just a little bit, it's kind of hard to really have a strong opinion on what might be improved. Can you turn the volume up next time? Ugh, pass. Hard pass. Definitely hard pass. That was the spook fest right there. No, thank you. But good job making this game. It looks like you did have some more content, so I applaud you for making quite a bit in just a week's time. The soundscape is definitely what I was happy about the most, and being able to run. That was a big plus to me. I know that sounds stupid, but you wouldn't believe how many don't have the ability to run in their game for no real reason that I can think of. We'd be playing Bracky's Game Jam games. I probably will not this go around. Do you know when his next Game Jam is going to be? Is his like an annual thing or quarterly or what do? Just because I don't have a lot of time to dedicate outside of my normal stream hours. I'll have some Wednesday nights that are free, but those have to be scheduled well in advance. So I'm less able to just jump on the fly one of those type of game jams. I got to have a little more notice. So if there is a jam or something that you would like me to play, please, or that you'd be interested in seeing me review and play, jump into the Discord and make sure you go into that jam section, that jam suggestion, and plop that in there so I can take a look at. I've got one other one that we're going to be talking about tonight that I'm going to be covering that I'm super excited about just because it's from our community. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit later, but we'll get there soon. So let's go ahead and talk about the next game that we're going to look at tonight. Herp, okay, well, calm down now. So this is called Alone in the Woods by Southfog. Let's go ahead and jump to the game screen. Boop. And let's see if we can get it pull up. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this is a Southfog point-and-click mini-adventure. This character looks like they're from Gravity Falls. Very cool. Very, very cool looking. Good job there. That start screen looks really neat. And then we got kind of like, I don't know, is that like charcoal paint? Or it's very textured like that? That's kind of what it looks like. Well, let's see what we got. All right, so we have radio. Come in, Ralph. Can you hear me? Nothing. All right, so maybe let's check the backpack. There are many useful things in there. I'm going to leave them in there for now, safe and sound. All right, so we have really no other option than maybe to continue. That's the way home. It's a long walk. Mom wouldn't be here to pick me up. Mom won't be here to pick me up until morning. Okay, well. Dag nabbit. Oh, man. I almost closed the stream. That's why I don't like games. I don't like games that don't lock the mouse in. Because, like, my game window is right here, and my cursor is, like, in the middle of the screen. So, like, right here on the other screen is where the stream window is. The Southfog woods are beautiful and tranquil, as long as you forget about the rumors of disappearance and strange creatures. Yeah, I gotcha. I figured that might have been the reason. I'm always open to looking at new jams, especially if it's something that I can kind of plan out. If they do it consistently enough, I can throw it into the rotation and then make sure that we get coverage for that jam if it's something that the community wants and they have, you know, a particular reason why this one stands out. All right. So we just missed a little bit of dialogue there, but I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. Oh, I can go to and fro. Oh, wow. Okay. No entry. Let's go to the house, maybe. The door is nailed shut. I need to smash my way. It's an old shack. It looks like nobody's been in it for years. So we need something to smash it with. What was the theme for Bracky's Jam? Let's go into the cave. Shall we? The cave looks too dark to go into. Maybe if I had some sort of light. To play it safe, I might not wander off into the woods. What is that? It looks like two ghostly white figures. I'm not going that way. All right. Theme for Brackies was Love is Blind. Ooh, that sounds like a good theme. Let's touch the no entry sign. Okay, can't go that way either. Maybe go forward, and then we'll go that way. So there's kind of a defined path. Maybe we're just saying that this is like where foot traffic has gone through. There's not like a stone path or asphalt or anything else like that. This is ancient. How have I never seen this before? You got me, buddy. But that would help us make a little bit more distinction on what our pathways are. If we had like rocks or pebbles or something like that. Oh, hey kid, who, me? This game looks like Gravity Falls, right? Doesn't it? Yeah, you. Come here. Crap. Shut up, Colin. We're looking for our pet. Have you seen it? No. It's a weird mutant from a secret government laboratory. Nope. Shut up, Colin. Just come here, kid. We can help you. Hey, help you? We won't take you back to the lab to experiment on you or anything. Colin, shut up. I better get out of here. Nah, let's go with him. I'm just kidding. So we can't go forward. Well, let's try this. Ralph can't hear me out of range. I don't think their jam is on a fixed schedule. This was the second jam. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm loving this, like, charcoal-y scenery. It's probably all done in Photoshop, but I like it. Let's hide in the tent. Took me about 2 hours to put up this tent. I wonder if it will stay up. Okay. All right, nothing else there. Can I go this way? That's the way home. It's a long walk. All right, well, maybe we can open the backpack now. There's useful things there. I'm going to leave it there for now. What if we go behind the tent? And we can't go forward. We can't go right. So we have to go somewhere over this way. And we don't have a flashlight. Okay, so we're trying to hide for those guys, but I don't have a way to get in. I need to smash my way in somehow. What's over there? Ah, a screwdriver, a spanner, if I'm not mistaken, a collection of assorted wimbles and gimblets. None of them are particularly useful to me at the moment. I should probably leave them there. Well, how the heck am I going to smash the... Can't touch the window. Does that do anything different? No. Okay. You got to be brave to go in the cave. Well, I'm kind of scared, and I don't really have much of a choice, so maybe if I had some kind of light, I should have a lantern in my backpack. Oh. All right, so it looks like we're just satisfying certain parameters in order to actually get there, even though, you know, there's just a particular order that they have to be satisfied, and that's what stopped us. Oh. Hey, my lantern. Yep. Nice creature. Good creature. That probably took the monstrosity 2 minutes to tear down. All right. I'm just going to turn around and pretend like I just didn't see it. I would have a different expression on my face right now. That would totally be me. I like that it has depth. Yes. This artificial, this like 2D, 2.5D is nice. And the character actually gets smaller. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but he does get a little bit smaller to continue to illustrate that that depth. Lantern. The lantern is out of batteries. Ralph was meant to bring some. Okay. Well, I'm out of batteries. Man, that sucks. Maybe I can find some here. I found a screwdriver. Well, that's great. Can I use the screwdriver on this to take out the batteries, take the batteries, put them in the lantern? Now the lantern works. Okay, all right. We're learning. We're getting good here. All right, so lantern is now working. Let's go inside. Yeah. All right, a hatchet. Let's not talk about the two bodies. The two cocoon-sized bodies. Or, wait. The two body-sized cocoons? Yeah. Can I click on them? These two cocoons think things look about human size. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it. Q monster? Nope, no monster. So the animation on this guy is okay. It feels like you could use something. I'm not 100% sure what. Should be able to smash. I hide inside there. Okay, so I smashed the door and I was able to go inside and get by. These two guys are looking for us, but they also have an alien on the run. Well, there's their pet. Do we in there? Oh, okay. Bye-bye now. Well, it looks like they found their lost pet. A happy reunion. Now might be a good time to start walking home. I would absolutely agree with this kid. But we never saw Ralph. I guess maybe Ralph was eaten by that monster? He made quick work of my tent. Thank you for playing my game. Alright, so that was the thing we did. So, art style was really fun. I enjoyed that art style. That was cool. The character that we had, I love the design of that character. Animation was okay. I felt like it could use something, but I'm just not sure what. The text, there was some text that was auto-scroll, and then there was other text that I was forced to click through. Since we don't really have a way of knowing which is going to be which, we're kind of stuck guessing, and that can cause us to lose some of those texts, lose some of that the dialogue by no fault of us. We've done everything that we can. I think a quick way where you can illustrate the difference is if you think about like a cinematic effect where like you have the black bars that come across the top and bottom. That's a good way to show that this is a cinematic scene and you are just supposed to pay attention instead of action. Now, you can allow the person to skip through that text if you want to and just have them continue to go on. But by bringing up those black bars and having the text kind of go back and forth without the character's immediate interaction, as in being able to just click through it accidentally, that will make them take their hands off of it and let that scene kind of play out. So you get the black bars across the top like a movie. And then when it's time for the player to start interacting again, you remove those black bars and then they continue walking around having the normal conversations or internal monologues with the objects that he's interacting with. Like, for example, this would be something that is just an internal monologue. But we're actually seeing it do auto text here, so that's actually not a good example. So maybe this would be a good time to show up the cinematic lines to let that play out and show that. I think we just need to find a good distinction between the two of those. If you can do that in a more simple way, that's great. I just think that there needs to be a distinction so we don't miss text in whatever situation we're in. I think a click sound for any of the objects that we interact with, whether that be the door on the shack, the backpack, the cave, the hatchet, we need to have like a pickup effect or a knock effect or something on each one of these objects that kind of makes it resembles whatever object that is. I think that'll make this game feel a little bit more real, and it'll make those objects feel like they're tangible. They're something that you picked up and now you have in your inventory. The other characters was really cool. I like the alien creature thing that we had going on there. I think that was pretty neat. The two baddies or experimenters, they were kind of comical. One was like, yeah, we're not going to go do bad things. We're not going to experiment on you or anything. Don't worry about that. Just come with us, kid. That was pretty comical. I like that. The depth, I think we did really good with that depth here. I think a little bit more detailed pathway could be nice. I thought at first maybe these little dots on the ground were trying to allude to a pathway, but I'm not 100% sure if that goes all the way wherever there's a pathway. So let's explore that really quick and see. Oh, he's doing his... I walked away, but then they're still having this conversation. I triggered the event, but I still had free roam, so I was able to leave. All right, so let's go. So like right here, we can kind of see that there's a footpath that people have gone through before because these leaves are gone. But then we go over on this side, and then there's leaves everywhere. So then it's kind of hard to tell where's there actually a path, where's there not a path. So make that a little more distinct. I like the footpath idea. I think that will help if you have that all the way throughout. And then maybe like right here, make that distinct that we can actually go to that shack, because it looks like the path just ends right here. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to like examine this tree or that tree or maybe this tree right here. And I only find out by just happening to click on the shack itself. And like we have a nice little footpath here. So this is a well traversed road, and then it kind of goes away here. So just the consistency on that footpath I think will help some of the movement as well. Now you can have some secrets in there that don't have the footpath. That's totally fine. That's what makes games fun, is finding those little Easter eggs and stuff. But great job. We have an inventory system. We're telling a basic story. There's a beginning, middle, and end. You have nice music in the background. We had some sound effects for the creatures and stuff like that. And then I think when we broke down the door, we had sound effects too. Just adding additional sound effects to the objects when we pick them up or interact with them would be that next step. And then just continue fleshing out the story as we go along. But I think the bigger issue out of all this was just the commentary, that narration, being able to discern the difference between a normal conversation that I can just kind of click through at my leisure, and then a more cinematic approach where that text is auto-scrolling or auto-going on its own. If I don't know the difference between the two of them, I'm going to miss important text just by accidentally clicking on it. But good job. This was Alone in the Woods by Southfog. Thank you so much for making this game here, Southfog. I can't wait to see what else you're going to be creating in this universe, which is what I think you're going with or going for. So very cool. All right. Let me get my next game loaded up here, and while we're doing that, I'm just going to tell you about the game jam that I'm going to be covering here. This coming weekend, we have Blackthorn Prod's second annual game jam. This is the second one that he has had in this series. For those of you who do not know who Blackthorn Prod is, his name is Noah. He runs an amazing game dev YouTube channel with tutorials and good resources. He has 2 Udemy courses that, oh, Michelle, thank you so much for the sub. And now you get to keep our good old thumbs up. I appreciate you, babe. I really do. Those of you who don't know, that is my beautiful and lovely wife, Michelle. Thank you so much, babe. I appreciate you. But if you would like to join Blackthorn Prod's Game Jam, it is going on right meow. They have just announced the theme. So if you would like to go check that out, I'm going to get a link for you. It's a thumbs up. But yes. So they are 2 days in, so you still have plenty of time to go and sign up for his game jam. He's got a little video that talks about the theme and then just kind of gives you some information about his game jam and how you should perform during that game jam, what tools you may use or may not use. So the first link is going to be to their game jam page if you'd like to join that game jam. The second one is a link to his YouTube channel itself. Like I said, there are an unbelievable amount of resources on there. This guy has over 80,000 subscribers. a very big community with lots of really awesome people. He has a Discord as well if you'd like to go join there. But I'm going to be covering his game jam. So we're going to go through as many games as I can get through in a 12-hour session. It's going to be March 2nd at, 9 a.m. EST. So if you would like to get a game in that jam, go for it. I encourage you. And then I will be playing those games. So we will have a queue, just like we've had for some of our other game jams, where you just submit your game there, and then I will play through that. Gives the same thing here. Go through, give about 10 minutes worth of gameplay time, and then constructive criticism all throughout it. So make sure you go check that out if you want to challenge yourself and participate in another game jam. In another game jam, because everybody likes the game jams. I like the game jams. You like the game jams? We like the game jams. All right. Next game on our list is called Welcome to Happy Times by Super 8-Bit Rafa. Let's get the full experience in here. So this was our game itself. I'm going to back all the way out here. And then let me just... No, that's Path of Terror. Oh, God, run. Still had that one open. Number 4, Happy Times. Bloop. All right. Let's experience this together. A game by Super 8-Bit Rafa. I love that little icon or text or whatever you want to call it. Welcome to Happy Times. Where it's 3 different types of fonts and different colors. That's cool. All right, so we're in the game. We have a, looks like maybe a flashlight. Maybe. Top left-hand or bottom left-hand corner. We have, I'm going to increase the sounds just a little bit here. If I need to turn that up, you let me know. Some birds in the background. It's dark. We got a pretty sky. Very pretty sky. What is that on my head? It's part of me. Whatever it is. All right. Let's walk around. Oh. Right. Got an interesting track in the background. We've already got the spook feel. So this game is called Alone, so I'm expecting to find nobody. There will be no jump scares. Everything is going to be super peaceful, and I'm not going to pee my pants on stream. Welcome to Happy Time. See, it's going to be happy, you guys. This is going to be a scary game. Flashlight is left. Oh, that looks like somebody spilt some Kool-Aid. This is not a scary game. Don't worry. Yep, more Kool-Aid. I bet the Kool-Aid man's around here somewhere. Kool-Aid. Could go for some Kool-Aid right now. What is that? Can I jump? Nope, can't jump. Okay. All right, looks like some sort of portal up there. All right, we're just going to keep going. Look good there. Ooh. Spacebar hover. Ooh. Okay. All right. So now I have the hover ability. So okay, got a nice little landing spot down below us. Oh, do 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 do. All right, we're going up. Oh no. Ow, 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 ow. Well, that was some luck. Okay, cool. Does that mean I can't get the gun now? Oh, God. Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, it went away. So I don't know what that said. Cool. Okay. So we can do that again. Got it, got it, get him, get him. All right, all right. So far, so good. We've just got this, like, little looping... Mouse, come on, work with me, buddy. Track in the background. I don't quite understand. We haven't seen the Spook Fest yet. But I feel like it exists. Run! Don't kill me, please. But there was definitely blood. There's no doubt about that. I saw the blood. They expected me not to be able to go up here? They gave me a hover pack. Just saying. I'm gonna play nice. I'm gonna go in this place because it's blocked, and you know, blocked areas are my specialty. I should definitely be going through those. Ooh. Just get turned around? Wait a minute. Wait a who's it's. Can I go? So we're supposed to go up here, maybe? I mean, that looks like victory. Oh, I'm sad. I thought this was like Final Destination here. This looked like where I was supposed to be. Not Final Destination as in the movie, my Final Destination in the world, but apparently I was mistaken. So I seem to have gotten turned around. Because I am back at the beginning area. Okay, so let's go back out this way. Because I'm pretty sure there was another path. We've been there. Been there. Pretty sure we came from there. Yeah, we came from there. Okay, so let's go up here. Didn't finish this game. Oh, okay. All right. Huh. Well. At first, the crosshair as an X instead of a plus made me think that it meant you were out of bullets. That is it. There's no more. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something, because that's happened many more times than I would like to say. All right, you're at the end of the game. Oh, nope, nope. There was another like 40 minutes worth of stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Well, dude, I'm liking this level design. I think I wasn't actually then turned around. I mean, I made it full circle, and then we went through the areas where there were, you know, barricades, and then I just kind of got myself turned around. I don't think that it was anything that your fault. But I definitely did feel like this was my finish line, if you will. So one little trigger here just could have said, hey, congrats, you did it, done, boom. But sounds have kind of turned off after this. It'd have been nice if those continued for a little bit more. They do seem to have stopped. I like the sound effects for this jetpack thing that we've got going on. That feels right. Because it's not consistent. It's not just one loud noise. It kind of gives that little cutoff there. I think that's really cool. That's nice. The battery? What does the battery do? Oh, was this your first 3D game? I guess it was, wasn't it? Everything else you've done is 2D. Very cool, dude. Well, congrats. Yes, you've made a world. You laid out a like stone castle ruins site. You had some interactable objects like the gun and the flashlight collectibles, and then you had some destructible items. The barricades on the door. Very cool, dude. Ooh. The battery is your health. Oh, okay. So am I a ribbit? Maybe I'm a ribbit or something like that. Well, nice. And I like this skybox. This skybox is really cool. I want to know what object you chose as the character as a model, because we can see into his brain parts. The textures were made from pictures I took from a hike. What? That's cool. Dude. That's a neat idea. The character is a ribbit. I knew it. I just knew it. Well, that's awesome, man. That's a neat way to get your own textures and have your own little stuff. I'm very impressed with that. That's neat, man. That's such a cool way to do that. Yeah, man, I think you got a good start. If this is your first 3D game, that's pretty impressive, man. You've already started to lay out your foundation of what the world's going to look like. I'm surprised that you made an entire terrain of grass instead of just, you know, what you terraformed like everybody else does, because then I just fall straight through the level and I just die. You even had some like little challenges and stuff in this room right here where you started introducing the lasers and in here as well. That's very cool. I enjoyed that. Those were really well designed. I think maybe in this room, if we could have had some sort of trigger where these are instant death, that might give us a little bit more replay. So, very cool, dude. I look forward to seeing some more 3D games from you. And I can't really be too crucial on this game just because you are still just starting out on here. And there's not much of a defined game outside of what we've already played. I think as you go further into your game dev journey in 3D, we'll start to see more constructed games similar to what you've created in the past. And we can judge a little more accordingly. Not judge, but criticize, I will say. I do what I want. I clip through everything. Characters is robot. Everything was modeled inside of Unity as well. So now you can be super 3D, Rafa. Like you once said you secretly wanted to be. I like that. That's pretty clever. Very clever. Well, very good job, dude. I enjoyed this game. Thanks for making it. Thank you for submitting it to Weekly Game Jam. And thanks for coming on to the chat to entertain me and talk about your cool little game that you created. Pew, 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 pew. Keep up the good work, dude. Do you think 3D is something that you want to pursue a lot more? Or do you still feel like 2D is near and dear to your heart and that is the best direction for you yourself? Obviously, that's a hard question to answer, but whatever one that you just really feel you're driven towards, I guess is what I'm asking. It's like musical instruments. You can learn to play a whole bunch of them, but you still have one that you're like, yeah, this is just the one for me. I just really like this one the most, even though I know how to play others. More 3D to come. Ooh, sweetness. I am much excited. Much wow. Much amazed. Can't wait much more. 2D is what I enjoy, but I really want to expand. Do it. Glad you're doing it, man. All right, so next game on our list is called Backstab by nyunesu. That's what we're going to go with. Nyunesu. Here we go. So this is where we start. We have this character that's got a real nice little idle animation. His walk's not too bad. It's a good walk there. He's kind of looks like he was walking forward there when I'm looking backwards. So we need to We need to flip our animation when we're walking backwards and we have the gun pointed the opposite way. That's a little house cleaning kind of thing. I like your little splody effect on ouch. Okay. On the gun when I shoot one of these bullets. That's cool. Can I hit him from afar? Is it even possible to kill him? What about these ins? Dude, these suckers hurt. How do I... Let's go this way. What about these guys? How much do these do? 32. Okay, still enough to kill me, but I'm level 1, so there's got to be some other ones in here that I can kill. Oh, that's not going to kill me instantly. We'll see. There's no music, so I'm just going to throw some tunes in the background. Oh, no. Were we playing a McSmooth? A Smooth McGroove? Oh, McSmooth Groove. Oh, bummer. I thought it was a YouTube guy that I really liked. Was on Pretzel. Okay, so purple is bad. No. Maybe this is supposed to illustrate what it's like to play any MMO at the beginning levels where you just feel like every creature could just blow you to smithereens. Yep. And then you take one hit and you all up and dead and stuff. Kind of like Vanilla WoW back in the day. All right, go defeat 7 boars. Can it be something else? Can we fight rabbits instead? Okay, so green needs to be the one I'm actually targeting. Oh, God. All right, all right, all right. We're doing good here. We're already level 4. Level 5 now. Look at me. Take me on. Let's see. Well, I'm really, really sticking into this man. I can take more damage now, too. It seems it uses enemy difficulty to guide the player through the right path, just like the original Dark Souls. That's cool. So an interesting concept. Versus having the story narrate or direct you through whatever linear progression they want you to go through. You're saying that the difficulty is actually what is directing that story. Oh, purple, purple. We dancing now. We can fight you, buddy. I think for me, I was naturally inclined to go to the right side. I don't know about anybody else who what they would have normally done in given any type of game. I guess I normally just follow whatever path the character is already facing, assuming that's the direction that I'm supposed to go. And in this case, that ended up in utter failure because we walked right into one of these bad boys that just obliterates you overnight. Not even overnight, in mere seconds. We just get beat to pieces. So then we kind of wander around very quickly after, okay, that is not the lifestyle for me. I want to go somewhere else where I can live a little bit longer. Yeah, because now I can take a significant more damage from these bad boys because I got so much more health. But I don't have any other abilities. It's just these right here. And we don't have any sound effects for these bad boys. But we do have a decent tile set here. So we've got our dirt, we've got our grass, we've got lots of corners and stuff. We have water pieces connected with those dirt pieces. So that's nice, so we can start building little islands and whatnot. There's no texture within the dirt. I'd love to see just something, some variety inside of the dirt textures itself, just so it looks a little nicer. Oh, it looks like in this case, I was actually supposed to go straight up. Oh, what the heck? Are you telling me I have a friend now? What? Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. But now I have friends. So let's go down below. Am I going to find another friend? Oh, all right, he's dead. That's great. And it looks like you can actually just hold down the button. You don't even have to click it several times over. Well, that's cool. So now he's getting experience and he'll be able to level up too while I'm leveling up. Let's go back over to the right side and keep playing here for just a little bit more. I like the characters. I think they're neat. I don't think the gun really is a good representation of what the bullet looks like. This kind of reminds me of the way that we're holding it kind of looks like a shotgun, whereas we're just shooting straight pellets. There's no breaking off or scatter shot or anything like that coming from this gun. So maybe we could change that into more like a rifle or some sort of automatic weapon. Not that I know all the different classifications for guns and what they look like and whatnot, but just my average understanding of guns, this says shotgun, not a rifle or some sort of automatic gun. But still, it's a good little prototype. We're starting somewhere here. We've got stronger monsters just kind of scattered out through this little side here, and then it's broken into 4 different quadrants, with 2 of the others getting a little more stronger, and then we have a boss at the bottom. That boss got killed instantly though because we were such high levels compared to it. And 3 shots, and it was dead immediately. It all dead. Didn't take long at all. But like you said, that was gated by difficulty only. So you could be an extremely high level and go in there and just blow it away with one hit. Or the very first time maybe you interact with it, you get blown to pieces the first time you see it. They get one shot out and you're dead. That could happen as well. But cool. We've got the foundation of something to come. I think we could make a nice little top-down bullet hell, maybe / Dark Souls kind of thing, where it is based off of this difficulty driven story. I'd play that. I'd like to see that. I think that's really cool. And the fact that we have some sort of companion that comes along with us is even cooler. I like that. I think that's really neat. So things to work on, just kind of fleshing out some more of the tutorial of this game, some sort of instruction to kind of guide us a little bit more. Maybe we can add some sort of like grenade or some sort of secondary item that we can use to take out a cluster of these little slime creatures, getting some sound effects for the guns themselves, and also maybe redesigning the gun that we're using, or make it more like a shotgun blast kind of approach. Again, this gun may be fine for what we're trying to do here, but just based off the looks alone, it kind of resembles more of a shotgun and less of a automatic weapon or a rifle or whatnot. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. That's just what I'm gathering through my playthrough. But good job making this. Good job getting you some bare bone. Get you the foundation of what it is to come. Your characters look really cool. I know I don't see the eyes or anything, but their poses and their idle animations look really good. The walk looks pretty good. You might just want to work on that backwards walk to make sure it looks like he's walking backwards instead of trying to do the moonwalk everywhere, which maybe that's his thing. Who knows? All right, so this was Backstab by nyunesu. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But thank you for submitting this game to us, nyunesu. I appreciate you. All right, let me get the next game loaded up here. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, I should be able to capture this one. Yeah. All right, so this next game is called Cotcot Mazing by trucverte. I think that's probably how that's supposed to be pronounced. Let's do arcade. I'm going to lower this down to see if there's any volume. Okay, so there are some sound effects, and boy, they punchy. So we're just going to throw some music on in the background and still have some sound effects. These are some giant buttons, by the way. Turn that up just to here. Gosh, that's really loud. Okay. So I'm assuming we're just trying to click the dots. And then we have the eggs behind us, which is going to make it difficult for us to try to circle back. Okay. Understanding the concept here. I gotcha. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't back up on yourself. Okay. Oh, God. Level selection. I think we're on level 4. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go all the way around. Grab these. Go around again. Boom. All right, so that's level 4. So it'd be nice to have an automatic counter where it doesn't push us through or push us back to the very first level if we get a game over and just let us try it again. Okay, so let's just try taking the outer perimeter. There we go. Oh, I went back on myself. So that was level 5? Okay, so maybe it does remember when I just clicked off of it and it messed me up. I think we got it. Yeah. Got a nice little victory sound. I like that. That's good. I'm not sure what these little blocks that are around us are, but they are changing just about every level, I believe. So we have to end up in the center. So we got to do everything on the outskirts. So that's not going to be too bad at all. Whip dip dip doo. Can I do this? Yeah. Okay, and we can just circle back. So this makes a great little puzzle game. This is something that you can just play while you're waiting in a doctor's office. Let's say those idle mind kind of games, idle hands kind of game. You're just kind of sitting there trying to waste some time. But you want to keep that mind engaged. You want to be doing something, and you've scrolled through every post on Facebook for the past 4 years. So you just want something else to do. These types of games are great for that. Think about Cut the Rope. Think about Angry Birds. Think about Candy Crush is a good example of those types of games. So many games within that genre that people love to play for hours. Square.io, Agar.io, Snakes.io, any of those IO games. Circle this way. Because I'm going to get a long chain starting here pretty soon. Like right now. Let's go like this. Oh no, I lost. Bam. That's cool. I'm liking this. I think the only thing I don't like is the quick shift between each of the tiles. It feels... I think I would rather see the animation between each of the tiles so it's not so intense. Trying to visually see where you are each time. Just seems like a little much. Right, let's go this way. Yeah, because then I can go all the way around like that. Okay. Dang it! I missed. Crap. But you know what I mean? So, like, being able to see you actually moving from square to square instead of the chicken always staying right in the center and then the world moving around her. Like that. And then we're going to go like this. Make sure I don't pass it up this time. And then get the rest of the eggs. Get him! I feel like I've heard that wind sound effect somewhere else. I could be wrong, though. I feel like I'm taking the non-traditional way. I'm sure there's multiple ways to solve some of these. All right, I think I've got this one. Yeah. Nope, I think I'm screwed. I'm going to have to go all the way back through, I think. Oh, no. See if I can waste some eggs in here. Okay, so I can at least... Oh, dang. That's tough. You really have to like waste some of those eggs. And by that I mean like extra coiling them to make sure you don't run back over them again. Otherwise you'll run into an issue. You run into one of those eggs. Oh, is that all the levels? Was there only 10? Oh, there's only 10. Well, dude, that was really cool. The sound effects I don't quite understand. The walking one feels like a heavy-footed thing, if we're going to call that like a footstep. All of your sound effects sound kind of 8 or 16-bit, so I'm not sure what a chicken would sound like walking on a platform in 8 or 16-bit sounds. I'm just not sure. But I don't think that's it. I don't understand why you can reverse with 1. But you can't with 2. Yeah, so I think just to clean up this game itself, maybe work on your game window itself. That way it sizes a little more appropriately. Like, make your title a little bit bigger there, shrink down those buttons, and then have them sitting below that or in some other position that just seems like the buttons aren't the main important thing on the window, the title of it. You want to be excited about that big title on the screen. Bam, it's right there in your face. And then after you're ready to go into the experiences, then you can click one of the smaller buttons below. But these just giant buttons are just don't make a whole lot of sense within the game itself. Does this actually work? Oh, there's no music, so that would have been just the button effects itself. The idea in the levels were really cool. Yeah, the levels designs were really good. It's kind of like a snake clone / new idea at the same time, because you're using this expanding idea where you could possibly run back into yourself. So it's just that same idea of a snake, just with chickens and eggs instead of just a longer snake. And everything was kind of like cube design stuff. Like if we go through each of the levels, this is just a basic cube, but they definitely got more complex as we stepped into maybe different areas or themes. Let me see if I can just mess up one really quick. We'll go back to the level select screen and go to a higher one. So like we got different structures as we went along. I think that was a cool way to discern the differences between maybe the difficulty. If we had just some way to understand what they were. Like I'm not sure what these blocks that are keeping us separate are. But yeah, good job. I think you've got a solid little prototype here. I think just work on maybe these sound effects for some of these things here, cleaning up the visual so it looks a little bit nicer. I think that an animation between the two tile blocks would do you some good justice and would make it a little easier on the eyes. Maybe you could consider taking this this camera and removing it from the chicken itself and just have that free floating, and then having the chicken down below this world in front of you going through these puzzles itself. And that'll just make the game more appealing visually, because you're not being quickly swapped around on all of these little tiles, making it a little harder to view, and you don't get to enjoy the overall scenery of the map itself. I could see this working really good in like a mobile version where you have the ability to move move the chicken around, but then you also have the ability to like rotate the map around freely. So if you put one finger on the map, that would actually move the chicken to each of the tiles. If you put two fingers on the touchscreen itself on the map, then that would be moving the camera around to readjust and probably rotate the scene while it's in the camera to get a better viewpoint of the world. I think that'd probably be the best way to do that with this given approach here, if we decide to remove the chicken and the camera's relationship and just have that camera fixed somewhere else. But there's about a billion different ways that you could do something like this. But good job for making what you did. This is Cotcot Mazing by trucverte. Thank you so much, trucverte, for making this game. I think you've done an excellent job in creating this. Just get you some music in the background that's yours that will help fit this little kooky, little funny snake clone type game. And just polish it up, man. Polish it up, make it feel real nice and lovely. And yeah, I can't think of like a way to do that competitive other than with time, but there would be a very quick end in sight. Once you find the quickest way to do the level, there's not going to be very many variation that's going to make a difference. But good job. All right, so let me get the next game loaded up here. This is a web game, so it'll take me just a second to get her themed around, get her nice and locked up. Oh, this one's got some music in the background. Sweet. All right, so while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you guys about the other game jam that I'm going to be covering. So that is going to be 8 Bits to Infinity. And this is Platformer Week. So this is Mr. Joshua McClain's jam. This is a jam that he has had for, I'm not sure how long, but I'm going to be covering this. It starts in 4 days. Here's the information on that jam if you would like to join. For those of you who don't know who Joshua McClain is, he is an awesome dude who streams, and he also creates royalty-free music for game dev purposes. So go check out his stuff on his page. He has tons and tons of stuff where you can use that. Just make sure that you give him credits in your game credits somewhere just to show your appreciation of his wonderful music, and I believe he will appreciate that as well. But yeah, I will be covering his game jam. We're going to be doing that on March the 13th at 7 p.m. We're going to play 2 to 4 hours, just as many games as we can get in on that stream. I don't think even the theme has been announced yet. They're working on eliminations right now, so if you have a suggestion for a theme and you would like to give that to the group, by all means, go for it. They are doing voting right now for the themes, and we will be having that theme pretty soon. I think it'll be announced the first theme announcement will be 1 hour before the game begins, and that will be March 1st at 11 a.m. EST. So yeah, get in there, go learn a little more about that jam. It's going to be Platformer Week, so it's going to be all about them platformers. Make sure you get in there and make something cool for me, because I'll be streaming them, giving you the same feedback that we do here on Indie Sunday that evening. So that's March 13th at 7 p.m. That's like a week. It's like a little less than 6 days after the jam itself ends. It's a little bit later than I would have liked to have done, but he ended it on a Thursday, and I normally do my streams on a Wednesday, so it was 1 day short of it being on the same day. I was just like, ah. All right. So let's look at this next game here. This is called The Lone Herdsman by Juunishi Master. Bloop, bloop. Here we go. So I'm just going to refresh this window so we get a nice new experience for us, instead of it being all sitting here for too long, like some games get a little wonky if you sit them there too long. All right, so what to do? You have 7 days before a full moon to gather 100 food, that meat icon there, and make sure you are alone in your home. Okay? 0 to close. All right, how do I... Fluffy sheep. All right, so we're using numbers. One of your sheep healthy, fluffy, and meaty. Proud to raise it well. Time to kill it. Smack. All right, we got 20. The sheep goes wild, and you have struggled, and you have to struggle before killing it. You lose 5 AP instead of 3. You get 20 food and some wool. All right. What else can we do? Home sweet home. Your home for years. Some folks help you build it. You still need to fix the fence. Probably should fix it, I would imagine. So that takes away some of my AP. So that's going to be my action points, or what I can do during the day, I assume. You work hard fixing the fence, changing the hinges, patching the leaked roof. Maybe that'll let me sleep better or something. You know both the forest. You know both the forest like the back of your hand. The town, not really. I don't want to explore that much, so let's just go to sleep for today. Oh, but I have a little bit... No, I can't fix anymore. Okay, so let's go to sleep. So then I get more AP for the next day, so then maybe we can go out to the forest and see what we can find. Good morning. You smell someone coming over. Around 10 minutes later, you hear a knock on your door. You smell someone coming over. What was they intending that to say? You see someone coming over? You heard someone coming over? It is one of the townspeople. He said, a missing boy. Maybe you should try to help. Maybe we can go find the missing boy. It's probably in the forest. You searched the forest for a while. The rain has made footprints and scent faded. If it did not rain, you would have already found this naughty boy. Why does he play so far away from town? All right, so that didn't really give me much here. We're going to kill this bad boy. The sheep is calm and you kill without any difficulties. You get 20 food and some wool. So I need 100. So we got to keep going. I got enough AP to continue going. The sheep goes wild and you have to struggle before killing it. You lose 5 AP instead of 3, but we get some more wool and food. All right, so we're going to have to go to sleep. I have no other AP points to expend. But I also have no sheep. It's day 4 before the full moon. Get some food, fix some things, and remember to make sure you are alone. What does that even mean? Let's go to town. Wool for bread. You sell the wool and buy some bread from the bakery. They are warm and smell really good. No wonder everyone loves it. Unfortunately, you cannot have the chocolate ones. Chocolate bread. Okay, I can't go that way. What does the windows do? 0. Go to the forest, maybe? You searched the forest for a while. The rain has made a footprint, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, so same before, still can't do anything. What if we just try it again? Aha, we found him. Chocolate bread sounds good. What's up, trickster? Chocolate bread? Like maybe a chocolate marble loaf from like Starbucks, maybe? I don't know, man. I'm more of like a lemon pound cake kind of guy. You finally find him. The boy has fallen, twisted his ankle, and unable to move for days. You give him drink while grumbling, telling him to be careful. You bring the boy back to the town. I'm still alone. Nobody is here. Leave me. All right, we're gonna fix up the house and use the last bit here. So we're Crystal. Leave me alone. I'm going to sleep, and we wake up the next day. Oh, I can't stand lemon. I'm sorry. Oh, you don't like lemon? Lemon anything? At all? Not even like lemon in your drink? Or just like lemon food items? It seems like you have a visitor. You never liked any visitors in your farm. Better check what this traveler's up to. Okay. There are no sheep here. Talk to visitor. Hungry traveler. The traveler is starving and asks you for some food. You let him in, give him some food, and amazed how voracious this man is. He said thank you and leave. You should have asked him for payment for the meal. Jeez. Food, drink, nothing lemon, although I do like lime. I like lime. I actually had some lime flavored chips yesterday and I felt like I was going to eat the whole bag if I could. Those are really good. They're also really good in sushi, we found out. We made sushi yesterday, and that was delicious. We just crumbled some up and put them in the sushi. Oh, so good. Berries are not the most fulfilling thing in the world, but you like it, and you can make it in jam, which you can sell or have it for yourself. Maybe we go to town, see if we can find some more stuff in town. You sell the wool and buy fresh bread. Okay, they are warm and smell really good. Cool. Can't eat the chocolate ones. I still have some more energy. Go to town again. Do the same thing. Close. I don't have any more that I can really expend. Sounds so good. I'm so hungry now. I'm sorry, Trickster. Yeah, it was amazing. We had salmon. We had crab, tuna, or no, we didn't have salmon. We had tuna. No, we had salmon. We didn't have tuna. And cucumber, avocado, carrots, and then some other little like breadcrumbs and crushed up almonds and these lime chips. Oh, it's so good. And spicy mayo. That was. Oh. It's 2 days before the full moon. Get some food. Fix some things. Remember to make sure you are alone at night. I wonder if we're like a werewolf. Why else would we need to be alone at night? I bet that's what it is. I bet we are a werewolf. Got some more berries. Stocking up. More berries. Do I have enough? Go to town. Our gift for you. Word about you finding the missing boy is spread around the town. You find yourself getting extras when you buy things at the market. How lucky us. Okay, so nothing else I can do there. That sounds fancy. Kiss the chef. It was us. We actually learned how to make sushi yesterday, so we were pretty proud of ourselves. We learned how to for the first time. It's surprisingly not that hard. Like, after we did it, we were very surprised. It was really not that hard. I really encourage anybody else who likes sushi to learn how to make it, because it's so much cheaper to make it yourself, and it's really not hard at all. I was blown away. All right, so we got to get some more preparations here. I've got plenty that I can go to. Let's try to go to the town again. Yeah, see if we can get some more gifts. That seems to be the best way to do that. And I've already killed all my sheep, so I'm almost got 100. Can I go one more time? Aha, got 100. I love the pixel art in this game. Yes, it's very pretty. It's very simple. I would have loved the screen itself to be bigger. I think some people are afraid to enlarge the screen, thinking that it's going to look bad if their pixel art is, very large pixels. I really don't think that's the case, though. I think everybody understands that it's a pixel game, and there are going to be lots of pixels unless you have a high-density pixel game, like a 64 or 128 or something crazy like that. And that's okay. I mean, there's 8-bit games that are like the size of a 1080p monitor, and people still play them, and they're fine. All right, so we have everything that we need. So let's go to night-night. We actually made some sushi for dinner tonight. Oh, how cool is that? What's your favorite kind of sushi? It is 0 day before full moon. Get some food to fix some things, and remember to make sure you are alone. Nice. So I have over 100, and I really haven't seen other people to even say, like, hey, would you like to come over and stay inside because it's raining really bad, or, something like that. And the forest doesn't seem to be yielding me anything of relevance, so just berries, but I can get a lot more from the town. Spicy salmon. Oh, I love spicy tuna. Take the sushi paper or the seaweed wraps, turn them on their side and make a big fat roll, and then just put the sushi inside of that. The thin slices of spicy tuna. Oh, yummy. You have enough food to pass the full moon night confined in your basement. It is another peaceful night for you. Alone and well, a happy ending. Well, not really a happy ending for some of your sheep. A daring wolf has broken into your farm and stole your stock. Dag nabbit, wolf. Okay. We'll sleep again. Did I break the game? Maybe I broke the game. Uh-oh. So I think we won. They just didn't take off the triggers for the different objects. Never ending. No, the worst kind. So we did it. We beat the game. We had a nice track there at the beginning, and then the track just kind of very quickly disappeared. So that was kind of sad. I would have loved to have some more of that track because it was kind of nice. So I just brought my own music in here. The idea of us prepping for this thing was kind of cool because we didn't really know what was going to happen. I wish we had a couple more objects to interact with, like a way to get more sheep, because that did give us the most resources. And since we couldn't really get any more of them, it kind of just felt like we had to go ahead and expend those 3 sheep and then just keep going after that. Like, we didn't really have a choice, or I'm not sure what the right way to describe that is, but it's like if I tell you in this game you have to hit this button 3 times because I told you to, with no other reason, no other rhyme other than, well, it just makes sense to do that. I want more of a reason to press the button than it just makes sense to do that. Like, we had to kill those sheep because they gave us a lot of food up front, but then after that we never saw the sheep again. We never had a way to get more of those sheep. I would have rather come across the sheep in like the forest, or maybe I bartered with somebody from the town and you know, I got a sheep that way, or the gifting thing. I think that could have been a neat way to do that, and it makes it a twofold event. So one, we get the sheep and maybe they give us a small little gift of some jam or something, and then they give me the sheep. So then the next day, because I don't have enough energy, then I can chop up the sheep and get some more meat and get some more wool, which then I can take back to the town and continue to do trades with them. I think that would make more sense to have the sheep in there instead of just, we have 3 sheep to butcher and it's going to be really easy to butcher them, so just do it. And that just kind of gets you a little bit of the way there. Give me more of a reason why. The art was really pretty. I enjoyed the scenery and everything within this world. I would love to have the screen actually a lot bigger. So it's pretty big for you guys, but it's a very small window for what I was actually seeing, and I'll show you what I mean here. I'll see if I can just restore this screen here. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed the game. It was a neat little experience. I would have loved to have some sound effects as we're going through these experiences, just because that's always fun to hear those sounds as we're, you know, we hear a sheep baa or something like that, or we hear us rummaging through bushes as we're going through the forest, or we're doing whatever, we're going to the town, so we have some background noises of people talking. That helps create that immersion that we want. We want to feel like we're actually in this world that we're visiting, even if it's something as simple as like this. I'm still not convinced that we're not a werewolf. I think us living alone, the full moon in the game, and us stocking up on food makes me kind of think that there's a little more than meets the eye here. That we're locked in the basement. It said we were locked in the basement. So I'm still thinking he's a werewolf, and that's why he has to be alone. And we never actually got to experience that part of the game where there were other people coming and interacting with us. We didn't see anything like that. I never figured that out. So this is actually how big the game window is on itch.io. It's very, very tiny, but I stretched it out so you guys can see it on the full screen, and that just makes it look a little nicer for you guys. So that was cool. This was the Lone Herdsman by Juunishi Master. Thank you for making this game, Juunishi. That'd be cool if you really were a werewolf. Developer, we're gonna need a confirmation. I mean, if I think if we would have figured out how to get a person to come over to the house, then maybe somebody would have got nommed and got missing. But I couldn't find anybody other than the boy, but we took him straight back to the town. So, I don't know. Ooh. 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 Are you planning on playing the Blackthorn Prod Game Jam games? Why, yes, Trickster, I am. I'm going to be playing those this coming Saturday at 9 a.m. EST for 12 hours. I'm going to play as many games as I can play in that time frame, which could be all of them, could be a quarter of them, could be none of them. It depends on how alive I am. We'll just see. Maybe I'll start on one game and not be able to finish. But yeah, I'll be playing his games, any of those games created during that game jam, for 12 hours, 10 minutes apiece, giving constructive feedback. It's going to be nice. Freaking sweet. I'm going to try to finish my game in time for that. We'll do it, man. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll, maybe I'll try to, like, break up the stream or something so we have some other things to do or some terrible things that you guys can do to me while we're on stream. I've not completely decided yet, but we'll see. All right, let me drop this music down a little bit. It's a little too punchy for me. All right, next game on this is called Give Me Space by Sean K. Or could be Sheen K. Or could be Shane K. There's so many different enunciations for that name. All right, so this is our start screen. Give me space. I'm going to actually move that over just a midgen so you can see more of the screen. And I'm going to bring it down just a little bit more. Transition target. Well, I like the track that's in the background. That's cool. I'm not sure what this whole mess in the background is, though. Give me space. Z to start. All right, Z. Would you just give me some space? Oh. Oh. Staying away is easy. Okay. I don't need my friends. Ouch. Ooh, that was cool. Alright, so we're really trying to avoid other people. They don't bring me help. Ouch. Ouch. Dude. Whoa, they don't understand me. Bruh. Ooh. Reaching out to me will fail. Aw. I feel bad for whoever this is. You need your friends. You got a friend in me. Well, I can tell this game is already going to be deep. I know, right? The faces will all be temporary. Walk. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, all right. We're doing good. Although we're on high alert now. Our beacon's very large. Whoa. I'm loving this orb thing that we're going into. It kind of reminds me of Galeem from Super Smash Brothers. It's very animated. It's very cool. And the closer you get, the bigger and more animated it gets. It's really cool. Eventually they will stop. Oh man. Right in the center. And then I will be alone. Oh. Ouch. They no longer matter. They're in the background of this world. Like, doesn't that look like Galeem just spread out? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, just never mind. Doing this is tough. Just travel through the crowds. Eh. So maybe that group down there is supposed to signify just like a literal crowd of people, because it felt like I was like bumping back and forth into stuff. Oh, well, I noticed the faces that get shot from people turn mad when it enters his circle. This is anxiety in a nutshell. Do I need my friends? Wow, that's cool. That is a cool effect. So they start as like happy faces and then quickly turn into the anger faces as they get close to me. How about that? Ow, ow, ow. Crap, stuck. No. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh! Ah! I think I have to go and then back up quickly. Just let them fire at me, but then just dead. Took way too many hits. Oh! Dang. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go and then just like act like I'm gonna go around the corner and then immediately turn around so they misfire at me. Oh! Got it. Are they trying to help? The theme of this game is really good. I know, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. This one's chasing me. This one's chasing me. He's pulling me in. No, I want to be free. Leave me alone. Do I understand them? Do I understand them? Circle of influence too big. Can't get away. Good Lord. Huh? Am I playing a pinball game? I am totally playing a pinball game right now. I have almost zero control after I get started. Go, 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 go. Ow, 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 ow. There it is. There it is. Oh, freedom. Got it. Whew, man. How do I find a balance? Just run straight forward. Straight forward. Between these two desires. To be alone. Ow. What? Oh. No. Ah, run. Oh, God. Oh, no. Help. Good night. These guys are going to chase me down. No. No. Let me be free. And to be with loved. So if I just go way down here, maybe they won't see me. I'll be alright. Just hang out down here in the corner. Yep, we're good. I'm outside of the circle here. Do I need space? Am I ready now? Whoa. Whoa. Wow, that's really cool. Dude, this is nuts. What if I walk back? Nope. Okay, so the game wants me to go there. Walk past it, maybe? Can I do anything else? Nope. End. Oh! That was really cool. That was really cool. So I definitely think this was telling the story of somebody who's, you know, in the beginning feeling like they just need to be alone, that they're better alone, that they function better alone, and they should live like that they just want to avoid these people. But it seemed like about halfway through, and I even think maybe the font color changed when the character started to question that, and start to feeling like, is it just me? Am I missing something? Maybe I shouldn't be alone. You know, maybe I'm ready to come out of this. Maybe I should have friends. But then at the same time, so with that thought understood, if we believe that's what they were trying to tell us, he had already crafted this world where it was harder for him to get away from being alone. Like, he still, the end of each of these levels was the alone portion. And we as the character continued to pursue that, even though the world around them was trying harder and harder for us to be his friend, for, you know, our character to be friends with them. But our character was still like, I guess, in a way, our body and mind was triggered to, that's the direction that we have to go. And being the player of the game, we continued to try to dodge the people and their conversation and stuff like that to make that happen. So in a way, we were progressing his aloneness in order to see the rest of the story, but also in this world, we were continuing to force him into the loneliness, even though maybe the game character's thoughts was, you know, maybe I'm not alone. Maybe I shouldn't be alone. I don't know. An interesting thing to think about. Could be true, couldn't be. Never know. You never know. Could be about something completely else. Who knows? But I think this was a really neat experience. I think this is an emotional game. This is definitely something that can tug on your heartstrings a little bit, especially if you're somebody who is more of an introvert, a wallflower, somebody who prefers to stay alone or by themselves. I'd like for some other people to play this game for sure that have any type of feelings like that. And I, as an introvert, do have feelings like that sometimes. I would rather be at a coffee shop sitting alone in a corner reading a book than being at that same coffee shop with a whole bunch of friends talking about XYZ. I love to just sit there and have that white noise, that, you know, people talking around me or stuff like that. It's just relaxing to me sometimes. And I do get in that mindset sometimes where it's like, you know, I feel better when I'm alone and I don't want anybody else to bother me, and I don't like the social cues. I don't like talking to people, but it's not good to be alone. You need people in your life, and I think this was a good little explanation of that. I think you guys who made this game, who was this, Sean K, you did a great job with this. It's super simple. We were talking about games that, you know, are low pixel. This is a low pixel game, but it illustrated a really neat point here. Very well. And it had music in it as well. And some amazing graphics here, dude. Wow. The little alone box or orb or portal or whatever you want to call that. That was legit. That was really cool. And then some of the mechanics of the friends and stuff, where someone would throw like a thought or an expression or something at you. I think that was really cool. That looked neat. And the other one where it would kind of like pull you back if it got in your inner circle thing. That was neat because you couldn't really like get away the moment that you wanted to. It kind of bounced you around a little bit before you were able to leave that circle and then continue forward. That was good, man. That was really good. I enjoyed that. Thank you for making that. It's called Give Me Space. Give Me Space by Sean K. Great job. Oh, those are such good games. We had some really good games tonight. Yeah, that was really good. I liked it too. Good. Trickster511 liked your game as well. All right, so let me size this one up. This is a web game here, so just a second. Make this nice for your viewing pleasure. Trickster, have I played any of your games before? Your name sounds familiar, but I've played so many games in my time, it's kind of hard to remember what my name is sometimes. feel like I have, but I'm not 100% sure. Or are you from Blackthorn Prod, since you asked about that? I've played some Blackthorn Prod. I played last year. I've been here before, but I don't think you've played one of my games. Oh, well, I'll be happy to play your Blackthorn Prod when it comes around that time. All right. Next game on our list is called Rex the Chicken by Little Pug Games. Because why not? And we'll start this game fresh so we get a nice little warm experience here. There is no music in this game. It is what it is. Oh, but there are sound effects. Let me rest you assured here. There are definitely some sound effects. Whoa, whoa. I don't know what's going on, but it's going. Oh, that's a nice little shotgun. That feels good. See how there's splatter? Some of it stops early. That's really cool. That kind of gives a good, like, spray effect. Chicken domination. I'm assuming these are humans? Are these trying to be humans? I need some health. Okay. The song's called Cigarettes and Boats. But it's funny because it had like a little Twilighty kind of feel at the beginning. And the flavor text of this was, an alien parasite has struck down Earth and has taken hold of Earth's population. For you, Rex the Chicken, the virus has given you sentience and strength long lost. Destroy all of those infected as the last living chicken on the planet. And it kind of reminded me of like Twilight Zone weird kind of crap going on. So we're killing the zombie humans that, for whatever reason, have the ability to shoot guns still. Whoop. No. Get him. Get him. Did I get him all? I'll just twirl my gun around until I find another one. Chicken Little would be proud of your actions today. Speaking of Disney, have you played Kingdom Hearts 3, Trickster? Are you a Kingdom Hearts fan? If you even know what Chicken Little is, then there's a good chance you might be a fan of Disney games. Or Final Fantasy. Alright, so I have struck them all down, it appears. I have not, but I've seen Let's Plays of it. It looks so good. It's freaking amazing. It is nuts. There's a video I found on YouTube, and there's like 10 hours worth of cinematics. That's insane. 10 hours. That's like 5 movies. 5 normal-length movies. Each world is literally like a mini movie. It's nuts. All right, so we've got a really nice sound effect here. I'm really liking the sound effect for this gun. It feels real nice, real smooth. The splash damage, I've already commented on it. That feels really good. It doesn't feel like it's fake. It doesn't go out in a perfect pattern. It feels really good. It shows depth. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is like movie, the game. True. You get some game every once in a while, but mostly movie. The zombie characters, they were cute. They were a pain to deal with in numbers, but after I dwindled about half of them, it seemed like I was already kind of done with the game. There weren't really that many threats, and they weren't chasing me down. And their bullets weren't really that fast, so it was pretty easy to dodge once we got them down to more than half the numbers. But I think for like a starting prototype here, I think this is okay. I wanna see the backstory for Rex the Chicken and how he became sentient. I want to see him sitting on a farm, just minding his own business, eating some seeds, whatever, and then all of a sudden, kapew, the virus makes him extremely smart and sentient and just learns how to pick up a gun with his beak and fires it with his foot. That's what I'm imagining is actually happening here, because I don't know how they're going to be able to hold it and fire. But funny little story for sure. I think the game itself feels really good for a top-down. Good job there for sure. The level design is very simple, but I think it's complex enough to say that you understand how to use tiles and stuff like that. And I do feel like these are all real walls and whatnot. I do feel like there is good collision indicators here to make sure that I'm not passing through those, which is a good sign. I think we could just use a little bit more substance in this game, but for a prototype or a early concept, I think we've satisfied the things that would be important. But yeah, that seems to be it. Doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do. I think if we had more story or understanding in this game, then we could kind of talk about what are some other directions that we could go into. Like, what other units would be important to have in here? Well, we have a zombie. Maybe we have something that's slightly more infected. We could think about, like, different types of zombies. Maybe one that, like in Halo, we have one that's a carrier that it's a bloated being that you shoot and it explodes, and then smaller creatures are coming out and infecting more of the humans that are just kind of standing around doing what they want. What's up, Dex the Dog? 1, 2, 3. We're playing some Game Jam games tonight from Weekly Game Jam. We've got about 3 more after this one to go through. Theme for this week was Alone. So that's what's happening, dude. What's happening with you? Also, we are a sentient chicken shooting humans that have become zombied from an alien parasite. So there. That is what is happening. It's been an eventful evening, to say the least. Kapew, 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 kapew. Yeah, so that's about all we can say for this game. Good job. Get me some funky runky sounds for the background. I think that'd be good. Congratulations on this awesome particle effect here. I'm really a big fan of that. That looks real smooth. And the sound effect behind that too. So awesome. Great. Did you make this game? No. Dex the Dog Trickster did not. This game was made by Little Pug Games, whoever that might be. What's up, Sekraz? We got about 3 games left for the evening. I hope you're getting up for work, if I remember correctly. I think. Pretty sure that's what's up. Trickster, I'm not Dex, but my dog is. Oh, cool. Well, hello, not Dex, but also Dex the dog. So, there's that. But yeah. Anywho, on to the next game. Thank you so much, Little Pug Games, for making Rex the Chicken and teaching us about our sentient chicken friends. I actually just arrived at work doing administrative stuff. Well, cool. Good luck with your administrative stuff. Hopefully, it goes all nice and smooth and nothing so difficult. But soon off to the lab and try not to explode things. I can't remember what you do. Do you work in some sort of like chemistry lab or something? Yeah, but also please don't explode things. I don't want to see Sakraz explodes a lab out in the cornfield or something. That would not be nice. Black Mesa canceled or something. I don't know. I work on an electronics lab. Yeah, please no exploding things. We like things unexploded. If you're going to explode something, please, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. We don't tolerate explosions. Oh, in never know which to use. In, on, beside, under, on top of, below, whoever, whatever you want to do. It's okay. We have tons of non-native speakers. We have native speakers like me that can't speak English to save their life. So, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Next game on our list is super spook, it looks like. We got some creepy music in the background. Let me just re-expand the screen out here, and we'll jump right into this game. All right, so this is Love Alone by Pixxs. That's an Apple Watch. I work in an Apple store. Yes, it is the first generation Apple Watch. Because I'm an old school. Not really. I have a 7 Plus iPhone. Okay. So let's dive into this game. So this is Love Alone. We've got some spoopa trees in the background, all blurred out to show some distance. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but there is some foliage or some grass or something that is along the line of the earth or dirt or whatever, and you can see it kind of swaying back and forth. I'm wearing the same one, OG Space Gray. I guess mine's Space Gray. Did they make a black one? Because it's not black, but it has a black band and it looks kind of, it's not solid black. So I guess it's Space Gray. I don't really know. It's darker than just regular gray, if that helps any. Let's play. Ooh, WASD to move. Okay, all right, we're moving. Oh, I'm interested now. I'll give you guys some of the background sounds too, so you can hear what's going on. Ooh, that's spoopy. The black one is shiny. Yours is luminous. Just trust me. I trust you. I won't argue. I don't work at an Apple store. I just wear them. Oh, that's creepy. Oh. Lead them to the light. What's them? Whoa, buddy. Okay, so really, I don't have WASD to move. I have D and A to move. Oh my gosh. That was freaky. I just wanted to give me a hug, but I'm kind of opposed. Lead them to the light. Okay, so I'm assuming we're just going back up. There's the light. I see this. That's light. Hey, come on now. There we go. Did that kill them? All right. So that's what we're going to do. Nope. And I don't have the ability to run. So I just have to make sure I'm just a wee bit faster than them. There's some more light. Nope. That's cool. So they're using the foreground objects to obstruct my vision a little bit. Because otherwise, if I was just going the normal tempo there, I would have had very little time to even react to these guys. That first one that was hidden behind that tree. That's pretty cool. Since the character is 2D, any reason other than game jam that it's facing front, quick art asset, or specific decision? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a very good question. No button to jump. Nothing that's been explained to me in the game either. And I've tried up or down. It looks like it's a solid 2D. Uh-oh. Going a little bit slower here. You regret it, don't you? I don't actually. Feel like I'm getting rid of these ghosty creatures, so kind of feel okay about it all. At least right now. Come back later and find out it's a whole ghost family that lives here. Ooh, these sounds in the background are getting to me. Oh, whoa. What? I just became a young man. You can't run from your past. I actually can't run at all, actually. Whoa, they're running from me. Whoa. Boy, that's too much. Can you go wait on the next text? Dude. I want to see if typeface or handwritten. Yeah, sure. Dude, this is creepy. Why are they running from me? This is who you were. I'll bring that center there so you can read that a little bit better while I get a swig of water. This is who you were. That's pretty cool, whatever it is. I'm not sure if it is a typeface or not. Also, guys, if you enjoy my content, I would love for you guys to just give a follow to this channel. I stream usually 2 times a week, and then I'll have special streams on Wednesday night every once in a while. And I always try to post that information on either my Twitter or on my Discord, so that's another place that you can get more news from me. And I'll give that information here while we're letting him just check out that. But I encourage you to do that just because it does help me get higher in the ranks. I'm shooting for 600. That's what I'm trying to get to. So if you'd be so kind and give the channel a follow, I would much appreciate it. Looks like a font, not handwritten. Noticing details in the lines. Yeah, it seems very detailed, and I bet... Well, I couldn't say if you could just identify the letters and see if they're the same. But the letters are exactly the same, but that could just be somebody who has created their own type font. Hey, Trickster, thanks for joining. Preesh. Preesh. Also, some other cool stuff in there. We have a game suggestion page if you would like to suggest some game jams that you would like to see. Just go into that game suggestion jam suggestion there, or if you'd like to see me play an indie game or anything that's of that caliber, just go into the game suggestion and I'll take a look at those as well. Now you regret everything, and now you're alone. What? Okay, they're still trying to get me. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, but this one's running from me. So some fear me, and then the other ones do not. I wouldn't be surprised if they were handwritten originally, just noting that each line wasn't handwritten. DDG, getting ready to stream myself, working on my game. It's fun seeing you play it. Oh, that's cool, dude. Well, I might drop by if I have some extra time tonight. We'll see. Whoa. Good luck on your game jam. Get, go on. You look like you're going to munch on me. Nope. Okay. We're good. This one wants to munch on me, though. Step into the light. Step into the light. Whoa. So I'm still not 100% clear on the story. It looks like the younger self, they definitely fear me. But it looks like maybe now the monsters are starting to understand that this old person is that young boy or something, so maybe lost memories. So maybe they're starting to figure that out, so they are starting to fear me more and more. You did this. What is going on? This game looks lovely. Well done. Yeah, it's definitely got some spook vibes. In a fully realized game, there should be a difference in which one chases and which one runs. I would imagine so, and I think they could differentiate that by either the eyes, oh no, I died, or the mouth, or the position of the hands. Peekaboo! Peekaboo! The end. Oh. Or is it? Yep, there's the wall. I can't go any farther. Or is there an interesting detail to have, or design in having to investigate? Or is there an interesting design in having to investigate it? Yeah, we could do something like that where we have like either a magnifying glass or a tool or something that we can identify which one they're coming at us. But I think in order to do that, we have to change the pacing of the game where we're a lot more rushed. That way we're using that tool quickly. Otherwise, we're just going to very like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's going to be a lot of starts and stops in our progression just because we're trying to identify each and every one of those monsters. I think one of the identifying factors in order to figure that out is the immediate reaction once we get, set amount of distance away from them. Because the ones that are fearful of us move quicker in the opposite direction than the ones that are trying to get us. So that is an indication on which ones we need to care about or not care about. This was a weird story. I don't feel like I completely understood the story that was being told, but I was very much sucked into the world. I was immersed in this experience. Having the foreground shielding some of the characters and stuff that was in this map here was really cool. I think it was a good transition step between the different ages, and then also showing me the different monsters. They're all the same, but the way that they act, I think that was a cool way to do that, obstructing my view with some of those monsters. So I only had a very short amount of time to make the decision. Does this monster want to try to kill me, or is it fearful of me? And the way that like the monsters split out, the ones that were fearful of me, I think that was really cool. That looked neat. I loved that. It was kind of weird because it felt like they were actually coming at me. And I liked that detail. The music in the background was really cool. I liked the bright white color, the glow that we had on that text in this solid darkness here. I think that looked really cool. I want to know who's telling. I want to know who's saying that to this character. And I want to know more about this character. And I think a good starting point would be to give this character a name that we can kind of associate with him. And then maybe start that and give us just a little, maybe 2 or 3 more little nuggets of story throughout this experience to explain kind of what's happening a little bit more, because it seemed like the details got a little bit fuzzy once we got like halfway to 3/4 of the way into the game itself. So give it a little bit more detail in this, and I think we'll have a solid little short experience that's kind of spooky. Good job there. This is called Love Alone by Pixxs. Thank you so much for submitting this game. Please keep up the good work. That was a really good game. I'm so glad I got to play that. So glad. Very, very nice. All right. Load this bad boy up. Load him up and move him out. Throw some tunes on as we're waiting. Called Fat Cat by Abstraction. Sure, why not? Finished Bracking's Game Jam last Saturday and can't think of Game Dad for a while now. I understand. Just close your eyes, sit back, and just sleep. Just enjoying everyone else's games now. Yeah, it's good to take a break, recharge, kind of let some of the things that you've learned during that Game Jam kind of settle in and meld with the rest of the things that you've learned in the past. And then come back fresh with new ideas after you've taken that break. Because just constantly going is not a good idea. It's just really not. You end up getting burnt out a whole lot quicker, and then you're just making crap games over time because you just want to get a game done for the sake of getting a game done instead of taking that information and learning and applying it in better ways. You're just burning the crap out of yourself. All right, so this game is called Leave Me Alone by LineartLemur. Let's see what this is about. Press right click to spawn arrow. Press left click to trust arrow. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's cool. So it's actually, it's like a mini rocket. Assuming we're not supposed to touch those things either. That looks like a trap. So I think they mean thrust. Oh, we completely changed our sizings here. Bloop. And this is not the music from the game. This is some pretzel music. Dang it. Got him. Dang it. Got him. Drifting. Ooh. Honk. Oh, come on. The tail went outside of the window, so it looks like it just failed because of that. Some funky music. What is going on? Let's change that to something else. Whoa. Sekros, how did you get into electronics? Or whatever it is that you actually do in your job. Ow. It's the same build on this side? Yeah. What? Oh, I want to make that so bad, but I think I'm going to have to take the long way. Dang it. I do the internet of the future, I hope. Ooh. That's cool. Are we talking blockchain? Or do you mean like the bare bone of it, like the fiber side of the internet of the future? It's multifaceted. that could be many different things and many different aspects. Could be talking about, I guess, what protocols, not blockchain, like 1 petabit per second to home internet. Well, Sakura, hey friend, hey buddy. Hey, buddy. Friend o' mine. Let's get talking. Let's see if you can just hook me up. That sounds like a blast. Oh, dang. Well, this is cool. I mean, it's simply like a drone that's in the shape of a rocket, because this wouldn't really be possible unless you had thrusters literally everywhere on this rocket. These things gonna shoot me, or are they just there for kicks and giggles? Oh snap. All right, let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. I think I can hit this one. Working on stuff that should be out in 10 to 15 years. Sorry, man. Well, I'll be looking for in the user manual of the new internet. I'll be looking for your screen name. Just let me know when that's available. Ooh. Boom. Ooh. Dang it. Oh, thought I was gonna make it all the way through. I was gonna be so proud of myself. Whoosh. Dang. Man. Gotta stop really quick. Alright, so we're gonna do that same thing. Just turn around. Gets me on that other side. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I think maybe we should just call this a drone instead of saying it's an arrow or a rocket or something like that, because it seems more believable that we have a drone that we're putting through an obstacle course, maybe to do testing. See, like we're pretending this is a research facility and we're working on trying to create, you know, the next generation drones. And they have to be able to, you know, adhere to certain standards, and they have to go through a test in order to, oh God, please, to meet that. Okay, we did it. Well done. So I had fun. That was cool. That was a neat little game. Like I said, the biggest change I would make is just change your arrow to something that's maybe more droney. And I think that would work a lot better. You can still keep the same like flat design and just, you know, put your couple blades on the end of that sucker and thicken it out just a little bit, and you have an easy drone that would look really good. Level designs were fun. Each one was very different. You had a couple different deters in there. You had the spinning giant rectangles. You had the balls that just stayed there. The walls, all those were obstacles. The moving ones as well. I think that was it as far as deters go. But yeah, that was really good. I think some sound effects would be good. Every time I put my finger on that trigger, I expect some sort of like acceleration type sound effect. So the longer I hold it, the louder it gets. or the frequency changes, and then that goes back down. As I relieve my finger of that, that could be a neat little thing, and that would work really well with the drone as well, since you are speeding up and slowing down the blades or the propellers of a drone. That looked really good. Good job, man. I was really impressed with this game. It felt very polished too. It definitely felt very polished. The art and everything felt really good, and you gave decent instructions there at the beginning. Let's go back and look at that one more time to make sure. Just that beginning part. I want to see what that looked like. Pretty sure it was just a very quick illustration of the left and right mouse buttons. Yes, yeah. So then we get everything that we need to know from right there. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for making this game. This was called Leave Me Alone by LineartLemur. Is how I should have actually pronounced that earlier, but I didn't. LineartLemur is pretty cool. I like that name. I guess because it didn't have a capital A, I just smushed that all together as one word. All right. Last game of the night. This was actually submitted in two different jams. This was actually part of Bracky's Game Jam and also Weekly Game Jam. How about that? And this one does have music. So this is called Find Her by Kaeveris. This is our last game for this evening. You're searching the forest for your girlfriend. You heard this forest is haunted. You know she went there alone, and you are worried. How to play: WASD or air keys to move. Shoot ghosts with space. Get all her belongings to find her. Use light to see in the dark. F to start. Oh, that's weird. Whoa, where's my light? Oh. Is that a ghost? Ah, it's a ghost! I got a sweater. How do I get lights? Oh my gosh, I'm getting stuck on the trees. It's not traditional camera movement either, so it's just kind of doing weird things. I see another thing. You got a bag. Oh! Some weird music. So I'm looking for red objects. I don't know if they're all going to be red, but I'm just kind of assuming. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Oh no. F for light. Please and thank you. Alright, so we got 2 additional lights. I'm assuming these balls are going all the way to the end of the earth, and then they're bouncing up off the ground. What's that? A notebook. Alright, circle, circle, circle. See something over there. I got a piece of paper with fragment of her poem. My ears are deaf to sound others than your voice. I used to listen to the birds in spring. Now the world seems silent. Ooh, spoopy. Okay, not seeing anything else stand out to me. I don't know if those are. Oh, that ghost is faced the opposite direction. Somebody want to tell him that? Somebody want to tell him he's not. It's not being very useful. Oh, it's a dark. There's a creature. Oh god, I lost him. There he is. There's one. Dang. I've only got 4 out of the 15 items I'm looking for. Dude, this is hard. Aha. Found another piece. Love is blind. My hands are shaking when I touch your face in the dark. Your smile makes my thoughts run. They go wild through my head. Oh, wait. I think I saw something. I see a thing. There it is. Aha. Well, hello there, I'm a good boy. How are you? Welcome to the channel. You're in time for the last game. This one's called Find Her. Ooh. By kaeveris. How have you been, my friend? I was actually in your neck of the woods yesterday. I was visiting some family over there. Ooh! They're so creepy. They don't bother you at all, but they're just going everywhere, doing their own little thing here. I don't know why, but when they get on the screen, the whole thing just kind of freezes. Or not freezes, but slows way down. All right, we're looking on the ground for bright objects. And the only way to see in this dark is if we kill these little ghosty ghosts. Hope to God we can find something. Oh, I've been really busy. Got a 5,000 word creative writing assignment due Tuesday. 5,000 word. Oh, how many words have you gotten? Or is this like a SpongeBob paper? You wrote your name in a really cool font. You wrote that starting, but that's all you get. Man. Oh, there's another piece. What was that? Pen. We found a pen. We have 7 out of 15. Gosh. Got another light. Oh, I see a piece. And that was an earring. Oh, I see another piece. That was a pendant. See another piece. Found another piece of fragment. My eyes are blind. I cannot see rays of light. My love for you is unwise, and I'll follow it until I die. Spent 6 hours on 1000 today. I took it because I knew it's where I'm the weakest. Luckily, I'm only auditing the course, so at least my weak writing won't affect my grade. Well, that's good. At least you get the training and whatnot, but you don't have to worry about it affecting your GPA. That's a really good idea. If I ever get some extra time, I would love just to go audit a bunch of courses. Hey, I'm trying to steal your light here. I got about 4 more pieces. Whoa, buddy. I don't know if they hurt me or anything like that. I've not really tried to engage with them. Just kind of keep my distance. But they're so creepy, man. So, oh, all right. I will say it works out kind of really nice because the way that these trees are aligned, there's no ground foliage, so you can spot the objects on the ground a whole lot easier. And it's all a flat surface, so you don't even have to worry about that. So we found the second earring, so we got 3 more pieces to come up with. And then we have solved this mystery. So we'll say the music at this point is way too much. I'm glad to hear if this is an original creation. That's always good to know. But when they are such short loops like this and it's a longer game, it can become ear-numbing very, very quickly. And that's not something you want to happen. I think slower, less notes is much better, especially in these earlier type of games. Trying to make it too busy or, you know, a fancy riff inside of your songs is just not worth it. It's just too much to take in when you don't have a lot of composing experience. Where are all the ghosts? They're all over here. I wonder if the position of the ghosts mean anything. Ooh. Oh, buddy. Well, that one just disappeared, so. Man, come on. Man. Oh, whoa, whoa, buddy. Well, that was coming for blood. Okay. I'm afraid to turn too much because where the screen kind of shakes a little bit as I'm going, I'm afraid I'm going to miss the little dots on the ground. And we don't really have any good markers or anything to kind of help us know where we have and have not been. You just kind of have to guess. And it's so easy to get turned around in here. Dang. Can I like flash the lights on and off really quick or something? Nope. It just shows me a timer at the top right-hand corner of how long I have left with the light. Gosh. Dude, we found like 5 like in a row, like it was nothing. And now these last 3 are just giving me nightmares. Oh! It hit me. Dang it. That sucked. Oh. Well, this was a neat experience. We weren't really fearful of the ghosts until literally just then, and that just happened to be that they hit me. I think we need some system where we can kind of keep track a little bit better in this craziness. I know there's plenty of games that don't have tracking or anything like this, but I think this would be a useful thing in this game. The lagging as we're turning around is just because there's so many objects that are trying to be rendered on the screen at one time that it's just too much. It's just way too much going on. Maybe if there's a way where you can turn off what's being rendered from behind you, that would free up a lot of that so you're not being so resource intensive. That would be a nice thing to do. If it's not in sight, then it's not being rendered. It's not being thought about at all. Or even just reducing the distance, you know, the rendering distance we have, because we can see from here to Timbuktu, but maybe we could pull that back some and create like a fog effect or a fog of war to stop some of that extra rendering. That would help too. The music in the background is very short. I don't know if it's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds, but it is very short and is wow. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the couch here, and we're going to drop out of that because just getting to be just a little bit too much for me. But I wanted to kind of see how that was going to end. I wanted to know, were we going to find her, like physically find her in this game after we got all 15 pieces back or whatnot? That was engaging. I was excited to figure that out. The ghosts that were there, for whatever reason, they were flying backwards. So that's probably just a bug that needed to be addressed. But the general idea, I think, was fun. You lost somebody that's important to you, your girlfriend, and she's wrote this poem, and I was hoping there was going to be a connection with that poem into this game. That'd have been really cool. I would be very excited to see that. But we've got something here. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's definitely some sort of scavenger hunt kind of thing going on in this forest with some ghosts. I'd say just keep working on that. Maybe cut out that song until you can create something that's a little bit more flowy and a little bit longer that loops really, really well so it doesn't become like an earwig to the player. Work on the rendering so there's just not so much that's having to be rendered in the scene itself. I mean, I have an 8700K CPU with 32 gigs of RAM, and then I have a 1080 Ti graphics card. I should be able to render a bunch of trees in a scene, but is just too much. It kept freezing. You know, you could kind of see it stutter as it was going across. I think if we had a less than that, or a better way to just render what's in front of the character and exclude the things behind us, or like I said, a fog of war where we kind of reduce that distance a little bit. Maybe you could create some sort of glow effect when you get into a certain range of the objects that are on the ground that would kind of alert the player just a little bit more. I liked the contrast in the colors. That did help us kind of visually see those a little more, but I couldn't take the time to search around in a circular pattern because I was so worried about the rendering that I was going to miss the little dots that I could see on the screen. So I was kind of stopped by that. But still, I think you've got something. You definitely have a playable game, a playable experience, something we can restart and try again. We have an enemy that's trying to stop us. We have a way to stop the enemy and increase that light as well. Maybe we could, like, control the amount of light we're using by turning the light on and off. So if we think of, like, a battery and we're getting charges, or, like, charges is probably the correct way to say that, but we'll think of, like, in terms of percents. So well, there's a 5% battery that I can get from, or light that I can get from this ghost, and that will charge my flashlight up to 5%. And that expels itself over a certain amount of seconds, but I have the ability to choose how long I keep the flashlight on instead of set intervals of 4 to 5 seconds. That way I can kind of flash the light on and off as I want to. Maybe you make it expend a lot quicker, so I still have control over the flashlight for the most part, but it expends significantly faster. So I have to be very cognizant of the fact of when I'm going to use that flashlight. Have I been to this area? Have I not been to this area? I think maybe a way that we could track our progress a little bit better, other than like making the scenery seem a little more like a campground or a farm or something like that, that's going to have very distinct objects in the area. Maybe we could have some sort of marker system that the player can use, whether that's like, maybe we plant something, maybe we throw a flare down, maybe we put a totem pole down that repels ghosts, that gives us a safety net, a safety spot. Or maybe we can charge our flashlight for X amount of time or something like that. I think it could go multiple different directions in that aspect, but I think building out the layout in more of like a farm or a graveyard or an open field with very distinct lined crops, like this is carrots, this is potatoes, this is strawberries, this is lettuce, to help us kind of figure out a little bit better where we are, instead of it being Slenderman style where you're just literally running around aimlessly in a forest looking for notes. And that's okay if that's the direction you're wanting to go. There's no problem with that, but from what I'm thinking, this is more about the person that we're trying to find and less about being a Slenderman clone itself. But good job, kaeveris. I'm glad you made this game. Come back, talk with the audience, talk with the chat. See you next time you decide to make a game. We'll talk about that as well, in addition to Find Her. But guys, thank you so much for coming out. That is all we have for this weekend. I really appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't be here yesterday. I decided to go spend some time with some of my family that lives a couple cities over. We don't get to see them very much. It's pretty much only holidays, and this was like the first time that we got to see them outside of a holiday and enjoy each other's company and eat some food together and just catch up on old times. So that was fun for me, and it's good to do those things because I'm a human being and I have a real life outside of this as well, in addition to my work life. But thank you all for coming out tonight. This coming Saturday, we're going to be doing a 12-hour stream from Blackthorn Prod's Game Jam. This is his second one that he has done. The theme was mini planets, I believe, if that's correct. It's just started yesterday or the day before yesterday. So it will be ending the 2nd at like 6 a.m. EST, and then my stream is going to be starting at 9 a.m. EST, and we're going to go for 12 hours. I'm just going to play as many games as I can get through. It's going to be a lot of fun, so come check that out. Submit your game if you have a game from that stream or from that game jam. I'd love to play it. I'll be making a submit queue here shortly. And then if you want to see some more Game Jam games, we have our weekly Sunday stream called Indie Sunday, where I play games from Weekly Game Jam. It's consistent. We almost have it every single Sunday because I think it's important to have that consistency, and gives you a chance to improve on your Game Jam abilities and see that being reviewed by me, and hopefully I'm giving good feedback on those new skills that you've acquired and the different areas that you're trying to go down. But thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a wonderful night, and good luck at your work week, everyone. Bye-bye.